One friend told me, I really don't want to say anything about the Israel-Palestine issue. It seems so complicated to me. I'm not well versed in it. What would you tell someone who says this?
In short, it is the least complicated conflict in the world today, and it's actually not even a conflict. There was no conflict between the slave owners and the slaves. There was a struggle, of course, okay, by those who are there to oppress and subjugate and dominate, and those who are trying to be freed from that. But it's not a conflict. A conflict assumes that there are two roughly equal parties that are fighting each other. There was no conflict between the apartheid system and the people under the boot of apartheid, and likewise there is no conflict between the Zionist system, which is fully backed by the West, and those who are under the boot of Zionism, primarily the Palestinians, the indigenous people of Palestine. And this is how it started. Literally, Israel is built on top of Palestine and at the expense of the indigenous Palestinian people. And now the question is, where do we stand about it? Do we stand with the indigenous people who have their rights, or do we stand with those colonialists? But they're not only colonialists. They're also there to oppress, subjugate, dominate, and expel. And this is all part of the package. If we understand it in this context, it didn't start in '67, it didn't start on 7th of October 2023, it started at the latest in 1948. And ever since, it is the same type of thinking, the same type of practice, only now it is for the whole world to see. Now it is all out there, basically. So if we haven't been active up until that point, as you know, the previous question, okay, why should we be active about that? This is the time to take action, because it is so in our faces, because it is screened on everyone's little screens, and because it is so obvious, and because it is backed by all our representatives around the world. The governments are on the side of Israel, while the people, the millions and the billions, are on the side of the Palestinians. So it is up to us to speak up against our government's support of this horrible crime.